Good morning, here we go, Coffee Talk. We are live. Working on some music. Just went for a little walk. Super hot. I'll wait for you guys to show up here. Yes. Welcome to Coffee Talk. Look at my hair. It's crazy. It's growing so much. I'm doing a samurai warrior today. Welcome, Laura. Welcome. Cheers. Welcome, Karen. Let's go ahead and get this party started. So today, we are talking today about mindset. Everything is, this week we're just going all in on mindset. I put little hearts around it. How your mindset is the master of your universe. Thoughts become things. I think you guys have heard that. Crazy hair today. Stuff's growing out. What? Your thoughts. Don Shaw, what is up? Welcome. What is up, guys? I come on the same time that one of my classic heroes, business heroes, is on, Gary Vaynerchuk. If you guys watch Gary V, love Gary V. He comes on when I come on now. So I'm like, I gotta tape him, watch him later. Thoughts become things. And to understand that, we know that I use a lot of analogies in trying to figure out how I can relate to you guys. Have you ever wanted something so bad? You know, it's like when you're in love, or you can be up for hours talking to someone, or when you're in a bad mood, it just feels like it's never going to stop. It's never going to go away. So your mindset, we talked yesterday about a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. So I want you guys to really go about the day today and start thinking about how our brain will, and it doesn't navigate by itself. I think a lot of people will say, oh, I'm like in a bad mood, or you will put roadblocks in front of you to almost create like a sub-identity. You know, you'll kind of like, I hear it all the time, you know, like, what does your day look like? What does your plan of action look like? What are you going to do with your day? And sometimes I think we forget that our life is passing. We don't have time. Time is not our friend. When you're young, you just kind of use it up and think, yeah. And then poof, there's like a period of time. If any of you out there are over 40 and you're like, oh shit, what just happened? Where did my 20s go? Where did my 30s go? What did I do? And I want to do a little test with you guys. And so think of your day. Think of your life, right? And whatever age you're at right now, I want you to go back 5 years, the first week of January. And most of you are going to go, what are you talking about? Like, I have to look at a calendar, or maybe I kept a journal or something. And 5 years ago, first week of January, what were you doing? Unless it was your birthday, right? Or some event. It's super hard to be able, or first week of January 5 years ago, Wednesday at 8 o'clock. What were you doing? And most of you are going to be like, Lisa, you're crazy. I have no idea. How can you remember that stuff? And I remember I was in Aruba, right on, Don. Yeah, exactly. It was an event, right? But outside of that, I'm trying to show the randomness of how we live our life. That not every day is a day that we think like, woo, Aruba, right? You're like, it just doesn't work like that. There are people that I know that actually have journals from when they were little kids, and they write every single day. So they actually know what they did. But for the most part, we don't know what we did. We don't remember what we did. Nothing really jumps out. We have moments in time that things happen and you remember, but you can't pinpoint what was I doing, 4 years ago, 2 years ago at midnight on the second week in April, right? On a Wednesday. Like, it doesn't work that way. But in general, our lives, like my life, I look at my life and I'm like, I've done so much and I've accomplished so much. But sometimes even I can look at my life and go, what have I done? Like, am I worth this? Am I worth it? Should I? And then I look at people doing the things that I do. And I don't necessarily look at them like they're better than me, or I look at like, oh, they've honed a system. I've honed a system. Now we're doing Mindset Reset Academy. And there are people on here right now that are going to Mindset Reset Academy. There are people on here right now that are going to Mindset Reset. And they're working through the first 5 weeks of their life, changing mindset, being accountable. It's great when you have somebody that will push you, not pull you. Not pull you. Because it's the people that try to pull you. And I have pulled people in the past. Like, come on. You gotta get off the couch. You gotta go work out. Come on. Sorry, I'm super congested today. I don't know why. Right? You ever have somebody who's like with you that's like super lazy, or just not on your schedule? Let's go here, or let's go do that. No, I don't want to do that. And you feel like deflated. You feel like, my God, just please come. I want to do this thing. Or somebody that's like super spontaneous, right? I love that. Hey, you want to go to the movies? Yeah. What do you want to go see? Doesn't matter. Let's go. And you're like, fun. And it's effortless. So you need accountability. That's what I do. My specialty is accountability. Like a big mom. Like a big universal mom. Like, I love you, but I'm also going to spank you when you don't do right. But I want to push you, not pull you. I want to push you. I want to make you guys start creating habits. You surround yourself with the right mindsets. If you surround yourself, they say the 5 people that you surround yourself with. That's why I started eliminating, and that's one of the biggest blessings that I could give you guys. And it hurts. It hurts to a point, and then you start realizing, wow, when I push this negative energy out of my life, I actually feel so much better. And sometimes it's the person that's right next to you. You're like, God, that is one freaking negative person. And you don't have to get a divorce, but you have to set up your boundaries. And you have to say, I love you. We're in this together, but this is me. And this is what I do. That's why independence of anyone and anything. Remember, we talked about detachment. When I attach is when I feel anxiety. When I attach and I try to control or pull it towards me, and it just digs its heels in, whatever it is. But when I let go and I get my pathway clear, get the negative people out, when you surround yourself with equal or better mindsets, it's like freedom. All the lights come on, all the bells and whistles go off. Like, wow, woohoo! And sometimes we create these characters in our life that just, I talk to people all day long, just drama. And sometimes I just have to end those conversations. Like, I just cannot have this conversation. I love you, but you're just so full of drama that I can't even. What up, Catherine? What up, Lori? Yes. Get your run in. Do you prioritize your needs? Sorry. Are you prioritizing you? And I talk to a lot of moms during the day, and my moms will always give me I like this one when they say things like, but my kids, but my kids, but my kids. I say moms in general, but my guys too. Do you hear my stomach growl? Dads too, right? Dads of kids. And it's like this whole, like a gun vault, like their arsenal, like their weapons. They use children as weapons, right? I can't do this because of my kids. I can't do this because of my kids. I'm like, who were you before your kids? And people use kids a lot of times as not just weapons, but they use them as excuses. Excuses for not taking care of themselves, not doing what's right for them, not prioritizing their own needs. And I will invariably get those moms. Listen, my mom worked 3 jobs. She worked her ass off. My mom was like, I take care of me, I do for me so that I can do for you. I take care of me, I do for me so that I can do for you. And we learned that mindset early on. I did. I know my sister did. It's a value system. And you say, I'm busting my ass so that I can get where I need to go to take care of my kids, but I am number one. My mom would close the door and be like, taking it out. And like, okay, got it. So do you prioritize your needs first? Write it down, guys. Put it out there. Your brain is designed to protect you. Your brain, humans, are designed... Yeah. Melissa, I love the kid excuse. No, I hate the kid excuse. It's like you become this... And no offense, because whatever, it is what it is. But my stay-at-home moms are like, my kids. I'm like, bitch, you don't go to a job and get dressed. You're at home all day. And your kids. I'm like, my mom would get dressed and work 3 jobs with 3 kids and a husband and grocery shop and 3 jobs. Let me just shout that back out again. 3 jobs. 3 jobs. I would watch her every day. 3 jobs. And get us dressed and make our clothes and make our food and make our dinner. Right? And she taught us to clean our own rooms. She taught us to take care of our own stuff. She was like, you are hungry? Here's the refrigerator. Let me show you how to cook. Your clothes are dirty? Let me show you. I'd get my little step stool. Get your ass in there. Let me show you how to wash your clothes. Let me show you how to put shit away. Let me show you, my dad, let me show you how to push the the lawnmower. Let me show you how to start it. My skinny little arms, I'd be like ripping that thing, like ripping. My millennials are like, what are you talking about, lawnmower? Yeah, that push thing. I call like, I say like one-arm rows or like lawnmowers, right? Like, rip it. I talk to my clients like that. I'm like, rip it like a lawnmower. And if they're really young, they look at me like, what? What are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, you lazy bitch. We didn't hire somebody to cut the lawn. We cut the lawn. We trimmed the hedges. We built the thing, right? You want a toy? You're going to work for it. You wash the cars. You went to your neighbors and you knocked on the door. And you were like, hey, you need anything done around here? And you made a couple bucks. I feel sorry for kids that don't have that. I feel sorry for kids that don't understand how to like cook food and you know, put their laundry together. And I'm not talking about babies. I was little. I was like, you know, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years old. I was out in the street. I'm like knocking on doors. Hey, Can I cut your grass? Can I paint? Can I clean? Can I wash? Can I do? Not clothes, but I'd be like, whatever was like, you know, in the neighborhood. And they would call me. And I babysat. I babysat like everybody. I remember being in a house one day and I was like babysitting like 8 kids. And I was a kid. I was like 12 or 13, but it was like a bunch of like 7-year-olds. And all the parents figured out that I knew how to take care of the kids. And it was like, it was on. I was like, I can make money doing this. And they got my number. And when I realized that my independence was also related to my workload, my mindset was a growth mindset. So I was like, oh, if I keep doing this, I'm going to make money. And people trusted me and they liked me and the kids loved me. And to this day, I love children. I love kids. I just love kids. I think they're like funny. Kids are funny. And they say some funny stuff too. And they don't lie either. I love kids that'll just like get in your face and be like, I remember one time, I don't know what I was wearing. I was wearing a hat. I had my hair tucked up underneath my hat. I was working at a client's house. And their little kid was probably like, I don't know, 3, 4. And he looked at me, he's like, are you a boy or a girl? And I just like, inside my body just like giggled. Like, oh, you're so cute. And it was legit. Like, legit. Like, you could look at me like the way I was dressed, like, you know, super tomboy or whatever. And you can't get mad. You can't be like, what do you mean? Right? All these people with all their gender identity. Such bullshit. I am whatever you want me to be. If you're confused, that's okay. Right? Babysitting 50 cents an hour. Those kids are now grandparents. Oh, true. Oh my God. Go easy, Cheryl. I sold lollipops at school. Of course you did. The teacher ruined my hustle. I love kids. Honestly, yeah, it's true. Yeah. Right? Kids will tell you. Kids will call you out on your shit, man. And they will tell you things like, you're fat. That's why like kids will like, this whole bully thing is like funny because people say, oh, you know, that your kid's a bully. No, your kid's like telling you the truth. You know, but when we're growing up, we don't know that braces and glasses and, you know, skin disorders or fat or skinny or, you know, the clothes we wear. I didn't have control over the clothes I wear. Those are the clothes that my parents bought me, right? Or hand-me-downs, you know, and I thought I looked cool. I looked like an idiot, right? Well, I didn't look like an idiot. But in hindsight, when we look back at ourselves as kids, like, what do we say now? Like, the glow up is real. And you see little kids and they were just like, either like goofy, right? Just goofy looking. We don't know that we're goofy looking when we're kids. But, you know, rubbing that diamond out as we get older, you're like, wow, I've evolved and I've adopted certain things. Again, growth mindset. A fixed mindset is I was goofy as a kid and I didn't change, or I got beat down. Your brain is designed to protect you. So we go through life also establishing, we talked about yesterday, like when those little events happen, right? Like psh, when you were a kid. And I remember very specifically, which I think really helped me a lot. I thank my father. My parents as parents sucked as a couple, but my parents as independent parents were amazing. I don't know if any of you out there understand that, but my parents as a couple sucked. Like, they just fought all the time. I just didn't get it. Didn't understand. I mean, I know they loved each other, but it was just a weird, bizarre kind of love. It was just weird. But independently as humans and parents, they were amazing. They both had their individual insights and, just like their story. And my dad, I remember melting down one day as a little kid, like super frustrated because I was the baby and I had an older brother and older sister that just abused me, like abused me. And not in a good way, like not sexually, just mentally abused me. I just didn't understand. I didn't know why I was being like the punching bag. And my parents didn't really step in, but I remember melting down one time and my dad took me to the bathroom. We sat down and we talked and he's like, you got to be like an ice cube, baby. You can't melt down. You got to be tough. You got to stand up. And I was like, but you're the parent. You're supposed to protect me because they're bigger than me. And I didn't quite understand. And maybe that was the turning point for me to be like, I don't want anything to do with any of you guys. I'm going to go and do my own thing because the things that you guys are doing to me, I would never do to someone else. But how do you tell, a 5-year-old, because I was young, I remember specifically, like being very young and being very vulnerable to the people that lived in my house. And being kind of like tripped out and scared. I was scared. I was scared living in my own house. And that's the worst feeling ever. Which is why when I grew up, I was like, I gotta get out of here. I just gotta totally get out of here. Yeah. The Head Start Nursery taught it. Hey, I was at Head Start Nursery too. Yeah. I started school, like nursery school, when I was like 3, 2. My mom actually worked at the church and dropped me off in the nursery. So I was there like 24/7 growing up. So I was like in school and being taken care of by adults very early on. And that gave me also independence from my brother and sister because I wasn't around them. And I tried to stay as far away as I could because they were always trying to mess with me. And I was like not a delicate kid, but just super hypersensitive. So I think that's rubbed off in my later years and made me, people think I'm tough, but I'm actually just protective. Like, whoa, like don't get too close because I don't know. Because the people that were supposed to love me the most hated me. And I never knew why. I just couldn't figure it out until I was much older. And working through that, I realized that there's a lot of, when you treat yourself well and you've gone through those things in life, you come out better because I'm super compassionate towards people that are bullied. I was always after the underdog. That's why I think I love what I do so much. I love my craft. I love helping people. I love helping people that want to help themselves. I end up helping a lot of people that have no interest in changing. And they have this concept of a personal trainer or a life coach, like, you're going to fix me. I'm like, no, I'm not going to fix you. I'll open the window and let the fresh air in. But if you're not breathing, I can't help you. No one's going to help you but you. That's what we talked about yesterday. It's great to have somebody to push you, but you can't have somebody pull you. Because that's, if you ever, anybody ride horses, I used to ride horses when I was young. And I learned early on, you absolutely cannot pull a horse. They just won't go. They just don't move, right? It just doesn't, they don't move. When you try to save people, like me, my business, I think when I try to save people, I always get burned. Anytime I've ever given a program away, I have people that I'm like, here, let's do it for free. I want you to succeed. I know you're in a bad place. I want to help you. 100% of the time, 100. That's why I never give away anything for free ever again. I almost will write it down and put it away somewhere to say this person will 100% not do what I tell them to do their own thing, disregard all of the lessons and the love. So you've got to get skin in the game, as we say. Skin in the game. You've got to treat yourself like a business. And we talk about this all the time. When you treat yourself like a business and you have a business plan, if you guys are out there right now and you are a boss, you understand that. If you work for someone, you understand that as well. If you love what you do, you totally understand this. If you guys are just at a job and you're probably going to change your career or you don't really care, I can't stand people like that. I just don't. I just, like, when passion meets passion, when passion hits the road, when passion meets passion, great things happen. I live in a passion-based world. I live for, show me who you are, and I'm going to open that door, and I'm going to push you. I'm going to push you hard. Well, not too hard. I like to walk it up. I like to get my clients like almost on a sneak attack, where little by little by little by little by little, and then boom, I kick you right in the butt and choo, like a soccer game. You ever watch a soccer game? I used to hate soccer. I played soccer, but I used to hate it. And then I fell in love with it again, and like passionately fell in love. I love soccer. One of the hardest games ever played. I also played water polo, which is soccer in the water, which is the hardest game ever played, next to rugby. Rugby's also like one of those sports that's like, this is like animal, like beast. You gotta be like beast mode to play rugby. But the point with soccer is that you've got this little ball, and you got 10 people, and you got 2 goalposts, and they are like miles away from each other. And you gotta get that little ball with all these people coming at you, wanting to rip your face off, into that little goal, right? And it's just one little kick disrupts the whole pattern. And you're like, back to square one. And then one little kick, and then back to square one. And one little kick, and back to square one. And it's just like, whoa. A lot of people live their life like that. And then they'll kick that ball downfield, and then, boop, they're not willing to do the work to run after that ball. They're like, let somebody else do it. No. That's why you have a trainer. That's why you have a coach. That's why you have somebody that you can be accountable to. If you don't have that, right? It's almost like life is just like a big dust ball. You're like, I know it's there, but I can't really see it. And you have to have that vision. The fact that you guys are here, we are one in, 600 trillion sperm to make one of us, and we're 8 billion, right? We're almost 8 billion. But the magic in us being here and why we're here. And sometimes you can look around and be like, how is that person, that homeless person, of value? And I always look at that like, wow. I don't even know how that person got to be homeless, but that person is somebody's mother, daughter, sister, cousin. Somebody loved that person. That person was a baby. Somebody put diapers on that baby at some point and fed it. And something happened. And it lost its way. But we devalue people. And I look at it the other way. I look at it like, wow. How did you get there? What happened? And that's why we look at being accountable. We are so much stronger than we think we are. We are so much stronger than we think we are. We just are. We play small. We find our patterns. And I think I talk to, right now, a lot of people that, as we've gotten older, I hear this story a lot. I hear this story a lot. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. You've lived a life. You've lived a great life. You've done your thing. You've met your people. Friendships, love affairs, children, business, work, projects, school, books, music, art, travel, food. All these things happen to all of us. And then we get to a certain place, and it's almost like you say, okay, everyone around me has this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And so I should have this, and this, and this, and this. And then you realize, why do I have this and this and this and this and this just because everybody else has this and this and this and this? And then you start wondering, is it okay that all I want to do is go lay on the beach? Oh, but so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so is not doing that, so why am I not doing that? Or is that our value system? And then I see the same person fall into the trap of, well, I'm older now, so I don't have to do this and this and this and this. My dreams are over. My life is over. Oh, I'm too old. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. And the list is endless. And I'm shocked. I am totally shocked when I talk to people. What up, PT Kelly? I'm shocked. I'm shocked by people's, like, it's almost like a jump off, like a let go. Like, I've come so far, now I'm done. And our world, our social media world totally changed a lot of people. I hear this also all the time. Like, you know, Facebook is this lane. Instagram is this lane. It's not getting what you want, it's wanting what you got. Look inside, not to others. It's just stuff, right? We have too much stuff. Hey, girl. Every time I move, I cut those cords and I get rid of everything. This last move I made, I got rid of everything. I wanted to be free. My mindset now is to be free. My mindset is to have less. Detach from everything. Be free. Be able to move around. Coronavirus has also done that to a lot of people. Coronavirus also taught people to enjoy their houses more. Enjoy their alone time. Enjoy their family. Disconnect from the outside. People are like, oh, I never knew that this was in my neighborhood. Yeah, because you spend most of your time, you're sleeping, you're eating, you're in your car, you're going to work, you're at work all day long. Now a lot of you you're at home. You're like, I never want to go back to work ever. I have sessions with people that are like, I have anxiety because I never like going to work. I never like the people I work with. Now they're telling me I have to go back to work. I'm like, I get it. Where before we got jobs, you had jobs because that's what you had to do. You had to pay your bills. Now our mindset is shifting. Laura, I learned how to garden. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think we also start noticing things around us that we just didn't notice before, and it's freaking a lot of people out. Guys, we have a great workout today. I am in it to win it today because I haven't worked out in forever. I feel like I haven't worked out in like a year. I'm starting to run again, trying to get my feet back, but I'm like starting from zero. And it feels good. It feels good in a way to be able to learn how to, like, everybody goes through it. Everybody goes through their ups and downs. And sometimes I think I reflect on how I used to do Ironman racing. I used to do marathons. And then I look at myself as I haven't been running in a long time, so I'm a non-runner. Going back to working out and learning how to rerun, it's like a fear like shoots up inside of me. I'm like, it hurts. I'm uncomfortable. My feet hurt. I don't have the right shoes. My calves hurt. And my body is like, and then after I turn that monkey brain off, and I go, it's a process, Lisa. You have to put it together. You have to piece it together little by little. And then I'm out and I'm filling my head with just, good stuff. And then I'm excited again. I'm like, remember we talked about desire? This is also on Mindset Reset Academy. Desire. Boom. You have to have a desire. I talk about it in the form of, what's your carrot? I ask my clients, what's your carrot? What is driving you to the next thing? What is driving you? You know, and I refer to it as a carrot, like, I think the analogy is when they dangle that carrot in front of the horse to get the horse to move. Because a horse is like, if you know horses like I know horses, they don't want to move. Like a horse would just not like deal with you. Like horses are totally smarter than us. And they're like, really? You want me to go where? You want me to run where? Now? No. Not going to happen. No. Right? So once we get our bodies to start adapting, we got that desire to go run. Oh, okay. And you take action, and then you start to get results, and then you get excited from the results. DARE, tipping point, boom, you're out the door again. You're like, look at my body. It's changing. My pants feel good. Lori, you had a dream you went running. What was it, a nightmare? No, I'm just kidding. You gotta walk. People get so crazy about running. They're like, I hate to run. My client this morning, I hate running because I'm so heavy. I'm like, well, why are you running? Why are you running? What's wrong with you? You're 50 pounds overweight and you want to run? Oh, you want to run because you're 50 pounds overweight. I get it, but that's ridiculous. That's like the trainers over here, right? And we look at you guys and we watch you guys and you do all the typical bullshit. It's like, why are you running? You idiot. You're overweight. Somebody mentioned a TV trainer the other day and I laughed because I go, she's not a trainer. A. B. Everyone knows that she uses a trainer to teach her how to do what she does on TV. She's not on TV anymore. She's trying to make a comeback. But I'm like, she made millions of dollars being a trainer. I'm like, really? And this is my favorite part. Ready? How do you make somebody that's like 100 pounds overweight do dips? Okay, I'll wait for that answer. And I see it all day long. I see trainers out there that are doing shit with people that are overweight. I'm like, no, fail. And they have yet to realize that it's okay to walk. What's wrong with walking? And treating your clients like babies, like children, like they came out of your body. Would you make them go run? No. You make them walk and you hold their hands and you go, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna suck at first, but you'll get there. And that's with anything. That's with anything in life. You don't take a surgeon and go, here's a knife on year 1. You start with a frog. Poor frog. But I'd rather my surgeon start with a frog than start with me. Yeah, Cheryl, I got you. It's why I'm your coach. And a lot of you are temperamental little babies. Some of you have attitudes and you want to fight the trainer. And you want to tell the trainer that, but I have this injury and I have that injury and I have this thing and that thing, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And we love you. And honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. When I was younger and I was running a full-time business, as I always have, but I had clients from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would go get in my car to another gym and work out, go home, shower, eat, nap, get up. Clients at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, sometimes 10 o'clock at night, every single day. Then I'd wake up and repeat that every single day for years. I can't tell you, like, was, you know, like from one client to the next, I knew that they had different needs, but it was like, just throw them in the bucket. Like, just throw them in the bucket. Are you getting results? I don't know. I would scream. I'm like, next. I'd have people lined up on the treadmills. Next. Next. Was I successful? Yes. Was I popular? Yes. Was I good at what I did? Yes. But now, as I look back, I'm like, where are those people now? Did they stay with the program? And a lot of people have. A lot of people, I changed their mindset. There's a lot of people that are just like, you know, not a rent-a-friend, but just like a conveyor belt, you know, just like a Starbucks, another Frappuccino, another, you know, latte, another matcha, whatever it is. And that's how it was. But as I've evolved, and I look at it more like, no. If you're not going to do it the way I ask you to do it, it's one step in front of the other. But don't tell me how to train. Oh, I want bigger bicep. That's nice. That's cute. But no. And I will find a trainer for you, because they're out there and they will take your money and they will kick your ass. But have they worked with your monkey brain? Have they established a pattern that's a lifestyle approach? And change happens when you change. I can't just walk into a gym and ask some trainer just beat my ass. I have to make that a lifestyle approach. And I have to look at that coach and believe. I have to know, I have to like, and I have to trust that coach. Do you know, like, and trust your coach? Do you have a lifestyle approach? Are you working on your eating? Oh, Josie! Josie reached out to me. She used to work out with me. And you changed your mindset. Yay. I think as I've gotten older also, I've really taken responsibility and put value into my craft and my career, and looking at all the people that I've changed all over the world. And when I was with Nike and Reebok and traveling, and pictures of people from all over the world, and I look at that like, wow. And people still reach out to me to this day. This is not about tooting my horn. It's more about you guys prioritizing your needs, prioritizing yourself. Change only happens when you run out of excuses, really. Well, along with that, along with that is, in order to change, you must be willing to get uncomfortable. In order to change, you must be willing to be uncomfortable. Because that's when your body changes. That's when your mind changes. If you've ever been in a really bad relationship and you know it's bad, and you kind of keep going every day, and you're just like making yourself sick, and then you break that relationship off, and you go through this period of like all the analysis paralysis. What could I have done? What did I do wrong? I'm not, good enough. If I did this, what if? Boom, super uncomfortable, but you made the change, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, fuck that. Next, let's go. We got to keep moving forward. When I work out, like I just talked about running, I'm like, I don't have a run body, and I'm super uncomfortable. So when I went back to running, it was like, wow, how did I ever run marathons? How did I do Ironman? And I used to work out at 12 o'clock high noon every day and run 12 miles every day. What happened? I was younger, but besides that, I taught myself over a period of time. I gave myself that opportunity. When you guys want to change your diet, when you guys want to start working out, New Year's resolution, I hate. Guys, just know that your trainers hate New Year's resolution. Gyms love New Year's resolution. Trainers hate New Year's resolution. Why? Because you load our schedules up and you expect us to make miracles happen after you took October, November, and December to just eat your way through 3 months and expect us to, in somehow, some way, when can I lose weight, Lisa? How fast will I lose this weight? Like, look, you fat ass. The fuck? Really? Nobody wants to hear the truth, though. Nobody wants to hear that, like, you just, like, indulged yourself for this period of time. And when I say fat ass, I actually mean fat ass in the lazy way, because I can be a fat ass. Sorry, it's called Fearless Motivation. I got Samurai going today. It's called Fearless Motivation. And it's a compilation of like banging, like good motivation talk. And when I work out or I'm doing what I do, I listen to that. I don't really listen to music because as a teacher, trainer, I use music for work. So there's not a lot of stuff that I like listening to. It kind of freaks me out, but I need to fill myself with hard motivation. Like, I need to hear the things that I talk about, and I feed it back inside my soul. So when I'm out there and I'm starting to hurt, my feet are hurting, I'm like, my back is getting tight, I'm like, ugh. But I listen to Fearless Motivation. It's called Fearless Motivation. Fearless Motivation. And if you guys need it, I can send you the link. But it's amazing. It's amazing to have that, like, I fill myself, I fill my head with just positive. And I'm either listening to it or I'm reading it. I might jump on like a news cycle, but in general, guys, we are in a global pandemic that's getting worse here in the United States. Don't get me started. But what can I do to control you? What can I do to control it I can only control myself. I wear a mask. I stay away from people. I do my thing. But the news cycle in general will feed you a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with you. And I'm not blind to what's happening in the world, but control what you can control and then just back away from it. I promise you, if you stay off of a news cycle for a week, nothing will change. You can even stay off the news cycle for a month. Nothing's going to change. And we look back at our world, nothing's really changed. Nothing. And no matter who the president is, how much does it affect you right now personally to go for a walk or go work out or take care of your brain or take care of your health? And I feel that's much more important than who the damn president is. And I want you to vote. I want you to vote. I do. Wherever you are in the world, do the right thing. But take care of you first. Put the mask on you first. I promise everything else comes with it. Relieving yourself of just negative behavior. Negative behavior is everywhere, people. It's just, if you want it, it's there. All you have to do is just get on your laptop and type in a few words and boom, it's negative. It's like, do you ever watch a news cycle and you see something like on Facebook, it'll be like, and I love the dodo, right? Because if I go to dodo, I know I'm going to like, oh, you know, it's some beautiful story about some animal. And I'm like, oh, I'll cry. I will cry like a bitch. Because I'm like that. But if I go to a news cycle and they're talking about this crime and this thing, like, and all of a sudden you're starting to like feel it, like creep in. I'm like, no, back to dodo. Back to dodo. Let me see puppies for a while. Right? Yeah. But it's, what are you going to feed yourself? It's the same thing as, what would you feed your child? What would you feed your kid? Right? Do you put your kids in front of the TV channel and show them like a whole news stream? No. So why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we put ourselves in a place where, you know, we're going to put the TV on? First of all, I don't watch TV that much. I like TV shows. No, I like movies. And I have my favorite TV shows that are just like stupid good, because I also like to disconnect and have like stupid TV or stupid YouTube, because it allows me to kind of push back from real world. But if you set yourself up as a business and you say, I only want, let's try it. Let's play a game. Let's play a game. We're all going to play a game, and it's called, How Much Positivity Can I Absorb Today? What time is it? 9:55. We're going to do abs today. I'm going to do abs with you. Because I'm feeling very fat. Honestly, I feel very fat. I feel very fat because since I had surgery, don't feel bad for me. Since I had surgery, I'm like, I can't lift weights. I can't do anything with my hands. My paws are broken. Let's see how much positivity you guys can shove inside of your body today. Be like, how much more positivity, right? And when you feel like you're like off a little bit, yeah, go to dodo. Go back to dodo. Go like let's make dodo like your what do you call it? Your go-to. Like, let's make that like your, any books you can recommend that are life changers? Yeah. Yes, thank God you're working with us. Yes, Amber, I'm here to help you guys. I love you so much. I do. I love what I do. And I love to help you guys stop drinking, stop doing drugs, stop smoking cigarettes, start eating better foods. Charlie the Golden? Who's Charlie the Golden? Is that, Golden Retriever, yeah. I follow a few people, Is there any books I can recommend as a game changer? Yeah. Okay. So look, I'm reaching to my left and Four Agreements. Four Agreements. I'm reading right now. It's on my bed over there. There's a couple of books. And let me take a minute because I'm going to write out the workout for you guys. But yeah, stop the negative and flip it. Yeah. Tap out or safe word. I need books. I need to get back on my books. Okay, I got one. Buddha in the Mirror. I also got another one. Oh, ready? This is a great book for you guys. I really, really highly recommend this book. I read this book in a turning point of my life, and I think I recommended it to you guys in the group. It's called The Untethered Soul. Untethered Soul it's so good. It's just, oof. It kind of punches you right in the face. And again, everything that I've been focusing on is untethering, is detaching. Detaching from every outcome. Detaching from every thing you own. Like this pin was given to me as a gift. Happy 70th anniversary. I met these people. Yeah, Buddha in the Mirror. Happy 70th anniversary, Ray and Rudy. Okay, Ray and Rudy. Ready? Get Untethered Soul also. Ray and Rudy, you ready? They started dating April 1st, 1945. What? Married 70 years. And here's the story. So the guy, Rudy, was, I think I'm going to mess the story up. Anyway, we did a drive-by for their 70th anniversary. So cute. So he saw her or Ray or Rudy, I don't know. Anyway, so he saw her and he went and knocked, didn't even tell her. Like they met and he's like, that's the person I want to marry, and went to his parents and said, I know who I'm going to marry, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, does she know? And he's like, well, she will know. And went to her parents and said, I'm going to marry your daughter, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, oh, really? And grabbed her, like, this is kind of the story, grabbed her like the next day. And they went and they got married. And they've been together 70 years and I got the pen. And that's just beautiful. That's some crazy shit, right? Who's married 70 years? My parents were married 38 years to the day my father died. That was crazy. But Ray and Rudy. But detaching also, being independent of your person. That's crazy. That's hard for a lot of people. They're like, I need to be with my person. Like, yeah, but what if your person's no longer there? How do you have to maintain your independence? Guys, I love you. We've had a great talk today. What's up? Nancy Karp is here. Laura. I was listening to Untamed. Would you like it? What do you mean? Yes, I downloaded it. I have it. My grandparents' story is something out of the Notebook. I'm probably the only human that has never watched The Notebook. I have no idea why. I think it's like, it's one of those things like, I get super emotional when I watch heavy movies, and yeah. And I like carry that, like it hits me in my chest, like, ooh. And sometimes I don't like to cry. I'm like, don't make me cry. Anyway, I love you guys. We have oh, you haven't either? Thank God. You will ugly cry? See? I know. That's why I don't watch it. I'm like, ugh. What was the other movie? I think somebody said The Piano. I think that's another one. Or Silver Lining Playbook, that one. I think those are all kind of like that same like ugly cry thing. I'm like, I just need happy. I don't want to cry. Sometimes I cry just for crying's sake, just to like release. I don't like, people don't like to cry. Like, fuck, sometimes you just need to cry. You need to like, wah, like get it out. right? Wah. And then sometimes I'm like, no, I don't want to cry. I don't feel like, I've been married for 40. It's been adventure. I'll bet, girl. Congrats on that. Hey, listen, guys. Steel Magnolias. No, see, I know, ugly cry. I know that. But I think I watched Steel Magnolia. And she dies, right? The mom dies. Yeah, see, I just, not right now. Like, yeah. Untamed is a book I think you would love, is what I meant. Oh, Untamed. I'm kind of untamed. See my horses up there? I got horses over here. I got horses over there. This is one of my favorite artists in the world. She's still alive. I'll tell you guys a story about that later. Anyway, I'm going to write out the workout. We got 10 rounds of hell. I love you guys. Give me 5 minutos and I will get your workout ready. I'm going to work out with you guys today. It's going to be ugly because I haven't worked out abs in forever, and I love you, but what? Love this one? Yeah. Let me show you the other one. Okay, let me show you. I have a lot of art. I love art. That's the other one. Well, I was going to share. Her name is Neith. Sounds like Keith. Neith Nevelson. And she's the granddaughter of, I'm sorry, I'm not thinking straight. I'll get the 411 on it. But she's still alive, and I own probably 20 originals. She made these for me. She made a Taurus bull for me also. So this is like some heavy stuff. And I'll tell you guys the story about that tomorrow. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to come up with a workout. Yeah, I'm writing it down on the fly. So give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.